on this beautiful morning. I'm just getting everything set up here. Bear with me. Not too many stocks doing anything today that I've seen. I haven't really been paying attention that much. I am once again late today, but I do feel much better because the daylight savings really had me messed up. Big time messed up. So getting back in the swing of things. I'm trying to wake up a little bit earlier every day. And where's this? Good morning, Joshua. Let me change this. Oh, good morning, Ron. Ooh, I have a hair hanging off the back of my shorts. It's a little uncomfortable. We'll talk about what I'm trading here in a second. There we go. Yes, don't forget to like the stream if you're, well, we're just getting started. You're not having fun yet, but you will. Take a little sip of water. And actually, yeah, let's try that. We're going to change this up a little bit. How's everybody doing today? What are you guys up to? Osama says he's still my biggest fan. I don't believe you're serving me, so I would say you're not my biggest fan. Maybe a fan for now, not a sub of mine, but you will cave. They all do. I actually had somebody in my stream a couple days ago who told me he's been lurking for over a year. I've been doing this over a year, so he's been lurking the entire time, and he's gonna have to pay for that. Yes, he finally had the the balls, I guess, to introduce himself and confess that that has been the case, and I found it quite amusing. All right, hold on, let me log out of this. It's 9 o'clock. We have 30 minutes until the market opens. I do usually trade pre-market. I like pre-market better, but it just looks really quiet from what I'm seeing. I'm not really getting any crazy notifications. Usually on a good day, there'll be stocks popping up on my scanner left and right, doing 10% squeezes, and I'm just not seeing that today. So that usually indicates that it's going to be a slower day, which is fine. I'm still, like I said, adjusting. Well, let me enter. Need 2 hands for this. I still haven't even started the treadmill. That's how behind I am in life. I got almost the full 10,000 steps yesterday. I think I got up to 8,000 something. Osama, what do you mean you're not my fan? Well, you said you're my biggest fan, but you're not serving me. So subs who really show devotion serve me, and you are not, that I'm aware of. I usually know who's serving me and who's not. Gabier is sweating big time when he looks at me, I guess. Okay, so let's go do that and confirm, allow. Let's see if the title is right. Is that better? That's better. What is the name? Well, whatever. I think it'll be fine, whatever it says. And there we go. Just a reminder to keep your comments polite and not and appropriate, I should say, and not spammy. If you're spamming my chat, oh, he's gone. I already blocked him. I'm quick with a quickness. That's what happens. I don't like it. I don't know why you do that. Just needy, desperate for attention. Pathetic, for sure. Yeah, nothing I'm looking at is moving. Nothing's popping up on my scanner. The stock market, I guess it's dead. I guess it just died. But I am watching. The only one I saw popping up this morning. Hold on, let me start my treadmill. Why am I talking and not walking? Hey, that rhymed. Good morning, J. Vald. Osama, my initial tribute is $50. Initial tribute is your initial sign. Mute. Sign of devotion and access to me. But it does not include endless interaction, just FYI. Okay, this is better. Oh yes, treadmill. I do have good news. I might have to switch to subscribers if we keep getting these annoying people in my chat. I can block as fast as you can spam. Oh yes, what was I talking about? I finally remembered the name of the video title I was looking for. You'll be happy to know if you were joining me last night, I was really struggling to recall what it was. Okay. Well, I guess we just have to switch to subscribers then, because Big D says I have unlimited accounts, so I don't care how many times you block. Well, how about this? How about you just maybe get a life and find something else to do rather than spamming random channels on YouTube? What is the point of that? That just screams that I have a very small pencil, I'm extremely insecure, and I have nothing to do with my life. And it's really pathetic. So, I mean, if you want to embarrass yourself, by all means, go ahead, spam the channel, be a troll, embarrass yourself. You just make yourself look completely ridiculous. If you want to be laughed at, by all means. The rest of us are actually here to have a conversation, like grown-ass adults. What are you, 12? Good day, sir. All right, we're switching to subscribers. We're getting too many super annoying people who have no life, apparently. Billy is at attention. Kodak says, why do I look disgusted when I talk? Because I am disgusted with these people. But I can't see what you look like, so I can judge you. All right, I can't say anything about your comments because I'm having too many people spam my chat with BS. So let me fix that right now. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Participant mode. There we go. Okay, that's better. Hello, Jason. Welcome. Let's see if my tea's ready yet. Oh, perfect. Just kidding, it's a little hot. We are drinking, since you guys were asking last time, the honey chai turmeric vitality. It's a sweet and spicy blend to support overall health, caffeine free. Oh shoot, I forgot to start my my walking timer. Just a reminder that super chats are on, and we are working towards my goal of $15,000 a month so I can start traveling. That is the goal. That's what I want to do. Ooh, back is feeling a little spicy today. Hello, Viole. Good morning, or whatever time of day it is by you. Yeah, nothing is looking good this morning, really. Most people says every time. Okay, well, I can also change that setting, no problem. Good morning, crazy. Robin says, I am an old subscriber. Every day I serve your holy feet through your videos with loyalty. He's asking for me to please reply. Just a reminder that my super chats are on, so if you would like a response, that is the most, that's the way that you're going to get a response. That you can guarantee a response from me. And that I will see your comment is if you send a super chat. Super chats receive priority responses. So do not beg for my attention. Just send a super chat and shut up. How about that? Good morning, crazy. I think I already said good morning to you. And good morning, peace. I hope you have a wonderful day as well. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what's going on here. Oh, that's right. I wanted to fix my video title. I remembered my video title. Was anybody in my chat last night when I was struggling? To remember the title of my video? Okay, we're gonna switch subscribers. They have to be subscribers for at least a little while. Pretty soon we're just gonna have to do members only chat, I guess. There we go. Crazy says he wishes he was in it last night. Wait a minute. Are you making an inappropriate pun with that? I wonder. Okay, so the name of the video that I was trying to remember is Tax Season, Time to Face Consequences. That's what it was. And I was really struggling to walk and talk and recall what the title was. So now I know. I had a dream. And now I know what it is. Crazy says he didn't mean it like that. Okay, so I have the pervy mind. Good to know. Okay, VTAC is popping up a little bit. This one was running earlier. It's at $2 right now, but it's a little risky because it was popping and dropping earlier. I wouldn't trade it personally, but it did have a very quick, nice move. I want to say it was like 250 to 280, a little scalp of a trade, nothing really crazy. I think it's too risky personally. He says, just think, some wake up, come onto social media, make some idiot comments to a lady, and he says, get a life, trolls. Well, I did change the chat now to where they have to be subscribed for a certain length of time to join the chat, so hopefully that'll help a little bit. But yes, I agree. I don't understand. And I know I shouldn't give them any attention because that's what they want, and then they just hoard onto my, I don't think that's a word, or meaning that I was looking for, but you get what I'm saying. They come rushing onto my channel to do that. Robin says he is again trying to super chat. Well, I haven't had anybody super chat this morning yet because we just started, but it never seems to be a problem. People seem to be super chatting just fine in the other live streams I've done, so I don't know what to tell you. Let me rotate this. Let me get off the train. So let me see. I don't want to die. Okay. And then we hop back on. Ah, that's better. That's better. Yes. What? Oh, just a stupid notification I don't care about. Pack Trader says it works. What works? The super chats? Abcool said he just saw my debt contract reel. I'm glad you brought that up because I did have somebody submit a debt contract yesterday. Did not send tribute, did not pay the application fee. I emailed him. He does have, I believe, 1 more hour to respond because I told him he has 24 hours to respond if he actually would like a contract. I don't understand what the point in filling out my contract form is if you have no intention of actually moving forward with a contract. Can somebody explain that to me because I'm very confused. People do it sometimes, and I just don't understand why. It's a waste of my time, and it just makes you look bad. And a lot of times they come back later, and then interest rate's just going to be higher, and you'll probably have accrued penalties at that point. But maybe that's what they want too. A lot of you, it's your dream to be in debt to me, so maybe you just want all the fees, don't you, you weirdos? Yeah. That's probably the case. Okay, let's check this. Yes, that's what I wanted. So, let's see. Good morning, Service Submissive and Jason. Service Submissive, I did have a wonderful Women's Day. Thank you. Osama wants to know if I went to college. I did indeed. I went to 3 different colleges, actually, and it's a little strange because I skipped the bachelor's degree. I have a master's degree, but I have no bachelor's degree, which is a little unusual. But that describes me in general, I guess. All right, we're organizing my workout binder. But I went to college many years ago. I recommend it. I think it's a good thing to be educated. Even though I am doing Findom now, and that's the majority of my income, I would not change going to college because it was a good experience. I like to learn. I enjoy it. I'm actually kind of strange in the fact that when I was in school, I actually enjoyed taking tests. I know that's a little strange. Ooh, we got some things popping up now. MIMRNO. Let's put those on here. Let me check them out really quick. I'm going to keep Turb on there. What did I say? MRNO? Not MRFNO. Let's see if that's doing anything. Oh, yeah, it is spiking up. Okay. MRNO, a little bit cheaper than I like to trade. It's at 71 cents right now, but it's got some good little spikes there. Let's check it out and see what the deal is here. MRNO. Oh, this has a 20% short float. Well, could be good or bad. Could be good because it could go into a short squeeze. It is going up right now, but could be bad because it could drop very quickly. Risky. Risky. Relative value is only 0.03. That's not great. I don't see any new news. So this could go either way. It is going up. It's up to 83 cents now. I think it's probably going to go to $1. Sometimes the penny stocks go to like 110 or 120 and then they drop. So we'll see. But that was a pretty big green candle on the 1-minute chart, I have to say. Abcool says, Goddess, now you are doing exercises live stream on this channel itself. We were thinking you will do it only on the Fiore Fit with Fiore channel. So I don't consider this exercising. This is just me day trading. I'm trying to add a few live stream hours on a couple different platforms. So I'm live streaming on multiple platforms. I just added you guys on. So the actual workouts will still be on that fitness channel for sure. Service Submissive says, you are a caregiver and take care of elders. My goddess Fiore, am I right? I am not a caregiver. I don't even think you need a degree to be a caregiver. I do help elderly people. I actually work with people with injuries and disabilities, but that can be any age. I worked with, the only age group I haven't worked with is newborns, which I kind of always wanted to, but I didn't get around to that. Maybe someday. But I've worked with, I think my youngest was like a few weeks old. I've worked with a lot of premature babies, and working with children actually is my passion and what I have the most training in. However, some of you may know, I do have a back injury. I have a torn disc in my back, which makes lifting more than, I would say, 40 or 50 pounds kind of painful. And when small children are moving around quickly or having tantrums and squirming, that can put a lot of strain on my back. So that is the main reason I don't work with children currently, but it is my passion and what I'm the best at. But right now I do work with older people. This little thing on my tee says, one who brings happiness to others will find it. That's lovely. What a lovely little morning reminder. Okay, let me pull this up. So, reminder, super chats are on. If you would like a quick response, you can always send a super chat, and that gives priority to your response. I will definitely see it. Tommy wants my sweaty socks after the gym. Well, you can always message me and we can talk about that. If you're lucky, I'll think about it. You'd be so lucky to have my sweaty socks and make your own tea with them. Do you like my flamingo? Viole says, learning the hard way about nutrition, strength, and injury, light to moderate exercise is very important. Then you can move on to heavier exercise. Viole, what do you mean you're learning the hard way? Did you injure yourself? Okay, we've got one popping up. MLEC. Let's take a look. I don't like Myrno. It's kind of boring. It's too risky. Oh, MLEC has like no volume. I'll pass. No, thank you, sir. Yeah. Myrno is moving up. I'm just saying. I think it's going to go to $1. Like, or $1.05, $1.10. Osama wants to know why people like my sweaty socks. Would anybody care to explain that to him? Anybody in the chat? Would you like to confess why you like sweaty socks? I actually saw a girl on YouTube who makes, I think it said $10,000 a week selling vials of her sweat. There's a market for it. That's for sure. What's my favorite stock today? Gail is asking. MRNO is the only thing I see moving. VTAK was moving earlier, but it dropped quickly. I don't think today is a great day to trade. If I was going to trade anything, I would probably trade MRNO, but it's almost done with this move, in my opinion. Stocks under $1, I feel like a lot of times they hit $1 to $1.05, $10, or $20, and then they drop, and they don't go back up. There are lots of sellers piled up on MRNO. There's a 14,000 share seller and two 2,000 share sellers right now, so it's very sell heavy, but I do think it's probably going to go to $1. Gail, do you trade? And if so, what's your favorite stock? Because I'm not seeing much. mRNO just hit 9.92 cents. I do think it's going to go to $1. We saw it at what, 71 cents? So it's a decent move. Not like my ideal stock. I like stocks that go 50 to 900% is more my thing, which I don't think you're going to see today. The stock market is not good right now because of the geopolitical atmosphere and everything going on in the world. So probably just going to see some smaller moves and nothing too exciting. Mira says, do I have children or am I planning to have children? I do not have children. I would have liked to have children. I might be too old to have children. I've never tried. Gail's asking, are you wanting to short stuff in this atmosphere? I consider myself still a learning trader, and I'm not comfortable shorting. I know how it works, but I feel like it's a lot more risky than going long. Hold on, MI is popping up. Let's check it out. I'm going to keep mRNO. I'm going to take VTAC off because that thing is just not doing anything, and it's very boring. Oh, here we go. mRNO just had a big red candle. MI is stupid. I don't like it. Unless it's, yeah, no, that's the one. MI is not doing anything. We're going to put VTAC back on. Sometimes they pop up on my scanner and there's not a whole lot of volume or whatnot. So, but mRNO just had a big red candle. So I don't know if it's going to recover from there. What did it get up to? 93.28. Yes. Gail says, I'm learning. How many moves would you say you make in a day? And is it focused in the mornings? It just depends on the day. Like a day like today, I'm probably not going to take any trades, to be honest. Usually, I like to trade at pre-market. I find 7 a.m. is really like the best time. A lot of news comes out between, I would say, 7 and 8:30 or 9, and that's a good time of day to trade. I have scanners that show me when stocks are moving, and that's usually what I go by. There's also, you can also go on different platforms and find the top movers for the day. Sometimes those will be good to trade, but I have very specific, my scanners are set to look for very specific stocks. Osama says, I think liking sweaty socks is disgusting. I maybe like armpits, but not sweaty socks. You know what I mean? I mean, everybody has their own thing. We talk about kinks. Everybody has different kinks. Just because something is a kink for someone does not mean it has to be a kink for you. Some people find armpits disgusting. I imagine a lot of people find armpits disgusting. So, you know, to each his own. Okay, saying there's no issues with this video. There better not be any freaking issues with this video. That's all I gotta say. I want to put my, hold on. Let's do this. I have an idea. Command all, command copy. I don't want all that copied. I just want this part. Command copy. Oh, I did not need to do that. Wait, I didn't save it. No. Discard changes? Yes. Yes, I want to discard my changes. I do not want to keep those changes. Let's try this again. It's hard walking. Command C. That's what I was trying to do. Now we go back. Gail, are you brand new to day trading? Does anybody want to tell Gail what the key on my necklace is for? It's symbolic. It doesn't actually unlock anything. Tax season. Time to face consequences. There. And save. Hold on one second. feel like I need a tissue. This tea is making my nose run a little bit. All right, pause. I will be back in 1 second. I thought I had. I guess not. I have to get one over here. Better. Okay, where was I? Restart. Gail is brand spanking new to day trading. Well, my biggest suggestion is to always start day trading with paper money. Do not use real money because it does take a while to learn and you will most likely lose lots of money if you do that. I like Webull is what I use. I don't know if I can even say that on here. I don't know if I can talk about specific even trading platforms on here because I don't know if that's going to violate this platform's code or whatever. But I already said it, so you heard it. That is my personal favorite. There's other platforms you can use. I would check out Ross Cameron on YouTube. That's where I learned most of what I do. I think he's a pretty good teacher. Some people don't like him. But pretty much any day trading course you do is going to be extremely expensive. I don't really think you need a trading course if you have the what's the word I'm looking for? Commitment. That's not really what I'm looking for, but you get the idea. The ability to self-learn, self-teach yourself. Did I say tinker money? No, I said paper money. So a lot of platforms like the one I mentioned have a section for paper trading, which is basically fake money. You can set it to any amount. And you can trade it just like real money, but you're not wasting your money. Just a reminder to keep your comments copacetic and polite and appropriate for this chat. Otherwise, you're going to be put in a timeout like someone just did. Yes, Gail said she's going to check it out. You're welcome. Like I said, there's stocks that I choose. I'm looking for something very specific. I look for a small float, low float, under 50 million. Usually you'll see parabolic moves with stocks that are under 10 million. I look for a low short float, like less than 5%. But there's also naked shorting. So even if you know the stock's short float, there could be people naked shorting it, which is really annoying. Usually I can tell there's naked shorting or just shorting in general when there's very large red candles out of nowhere and kind of like consecutively. That usually tells me that somebody's shorting it. And once I see that, I will usually... Oh, 9:30, market just opened. Let's see what happens here. STGW is popping up on my scanner. I'm too lazy to get off the treadmill and type it in, so you can go look it up if you want. Any tips on selling solar panels? We are not talking about solar panels. We are talking about financial domination and day trading. Those are your two options. Timeout in a cage. You wish. You wish I would put you in timeout on a cage, don't you? Yes, you do. Okay, I saved that. Should we post the new video? Let me see if I can. I don't have my thumbnail saved on this computer, I don't think. Let me see if I can save it here. Oh, there it is. I wonder if I can save this. Download. Ah, I can. Command, Control, Arrow. Save image. TH. Well, whatever, that's good enough. ACXP also just popped up on my scanner. I'm not pulling it up. Lots of things. Well, market did just open. That's normal. VTAC is popping up. Usually the first 5 minutes after the market opens is a little tricky. Anything could happen. A little risky, in my opinion. So I usually wait. Let's try that again. Save image. View. CNBC says stocks are a little changed as oil hovers nearly $90 per barrel. Yikes. Yes, gas prices here are $3.49, which is very high for Florida. So unfortunate times. Oh, I think I just X'd out of what I was trying to do. Shay wants to know, how did I get into day trading? Okay, so it was right after the pandemic started. Nothing had been shut down yet. I was running my pole studio. One of my pole students, who is a trust fund baby, came in and was telling us that Bitcoin was at like 4,000 or 5,000. And I knew, I'd heard of Bitcoin over the years, when it first came out and people mentioned it and everybody thought it was BS. And so I started trying to look up how I could watch it. So that's when I started learning about stock charts, I guess you could say. So I first started with crypto. I tried to learn everything I could about crypto, but crypto's not really my thing. It moves fast, but yet slow at the same time. I like day trading. Day trading was appealing to me because the moves happen so quickly, usually a few seconds to a few minutes to maybe a few hours, versus crypto, I feel like can take days to make moves, and you obviously can't sit there staring at your screen for days. And I couldn't find any crypto trading platforms where you could set stop losses and profit taking. So that was kind of the main reason that I enjoy day trading over crypto trading, because I think stop losses and being able to set limits to take profit are very important. I don't know why the thumbnail didn't want to save. Okay, ADV RLMD. Let's pull them up into here so I don't have to get off the treadmill. I would tell you all the platforms I use, but I don't know, and I just forgot what I said. Oh, but VTAC is popping up. 216. What were the ones I just said? It was in one ear and out the other before I could even type it. What do I mean? Fills? I think maybe you're talking about, maybe I was talking about when an order fills. Is that what you're asking about? Shay says, thanks for the info. Have a great day. You're welcome. Wahab is back, and he is still on his knees from last night. POMSEV. Let's check it out. POM. Oops. POM. POM is trash. I don't like it. No volume. No, thank you. Let's check out SEV. Making big moves, but pathetic. Young sent a super chat for $2, and he says, can I get a morning coffee, goddess? No sugar. What? You think I'm going to get your coffee? I don't think so. It's the other way around. You will fetch my coffee. And actually, I don't drink coffee, I'm drinking tea. So, you're late. There should be a penalty for that, for sure. You are late to the game, sir. VTAC is actually moving pretty nicely, I gotta say. I'm not trading it, but you can if you want. What was the pre-market high? Let's go take a look at VTAC. That's the only thing I see moving. Well, there were a couple more, but I was talking. Oh, we've got a few now. ALEC, MGNX, TTEC. I can't type all of them that fast, so we're just going to look at VTAC because that's what I was doing. I'm just calling things out as they pop up on my scanner. Oh yes, VTAC had quite the high of $3.15 in pre-market. So if it gets back to the pre-market high, it's got quite a while from 210. That's what, a 50 to 75% move or so. If it goes back to pre-market highs, which I'm not promising it will, but it's possible. If it breaks pre-market, that would be fantastic. Let's check it out. Some details on VTAC. Let's see what I can give you about it. VTAC. Hello, Gigi. Viole, are you Canadian? Why isn't VTAC coming up? Application error. What the F? What is going on here? VTAC just had a big red candle. That's just 1 minute though. I don't know what it looks like on the 5-minute chart. I usually look at 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute. Sometimes if I'm trying to see previous levels of resistance, I'm looking at 4-hour charts. Daily charts don't always show you where a stock went in pre-market and that. Oh, VTAC has a very high short percentage, 8.11%. That's not great. But a very tiny float, tiny keyword, 1.38 million. Very small float. Very high short float. Could be dangerous. No info on the relative volume. ATPC, KLTO. I think I remember KLTO. Let's check it out. KLTO. So yeah, I think VTAC's kind of risky. It's got a high short float, high percentage. I don't know. KLTO has a little bit too high of a float for me. 65 million. 1% short float. Yeah, sometimes the high float can still move though. It happens, just not as often. Tommy says, "Can I think, mistress?" You should definitely not be thinking for yourself. For sure. That's dangerous. You're going to get yourself in trouble doing that. Hello, Brian. Hello, AJ. Just a reminder, I am multitasking here, so if you do want me to see your comment, super chats are on. ANTX, let's check it out. Is squeezing, popped up on my 10% squeeze scanner. Let's see what it looks like. I'm just pulling it up to get the background. I'm not actually looking at the stock chart yet. 15 million float, 0.34% short float, which is good. Go away, ad. Go away. Go away. Ah! I said go away. No info on relative volume. It had, good news yesterday morning. So sometimes they run for a couple days when they have good news. What did I say it was? ANTX. Let's check out the chart. ANTX. Oops. Oh yes, I remember this one. I did. It had good news. Private placement means that people are investing in the stock. And then if they have more news coming out, that could be very good. Ooh, we've got 2 This is a 5-minute chart, very high volume green candles, 28,000 shares, 21,000 shares for the last two 5-minute candles. We'll see what happens. We'll watch it. It's got a lot of buyers stacked up on the level 2. Not too many sellers, which is also a good sign. We'll see what happens. Am I nerding out too much? Hello, Isaac. What am I wearing? I am wearing a workout. This is supposed to be a crop top, but I actually got the tall version, so it's very long. And I've lost a little weight, so it's a little gapey at the bottom. But it's very comfortable. It's got a built-in bra and stuff. You guys would know. All right, we've got CELU and LGBN also popping up. Why is there hair in my armpit? CE, I'm going to keep antics on watch. Oh my. CELU, let's check it out. CELU, Cellularity Incorporated. Ugh, terrible. Don't like it at all. Not impressed. Ugh. Yeah, that had a big drop. Right at 4 a.m. It went from, let's see, 136 to 187, and then it dropped all the way down in pre-market to 120. Not good. I mean, it could go back up, but I'm not impressed. I think I've done a lot more than 1 mile. Let's see what the treadmill says and see if I can look without falling off. 148 calories, 2 miles per hour, 40 minutes. Oops. 1.3 miles. Yeah, this is totally off. I gotta take that handrail off. I keep hitting it when I go too far back. It's gonna hurt my thumb. I'll live. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Okay. So I'm still watching ANTX. And Brand says silver is on fire. I wouldn't know. I don't trade silver and stuff like that. I stick to what I know, which is small cap runners. Small cap gappers are my thing. That's my thing. That's what I like. Nina says, I have a secret whispers. I have no idea what that means, but good for you. Gigi is asking how to watch my video. Does anybody want to answer that? I think you guys should know. CCHH. I've seen this one pop up before, so let's go check it out. Ooh, Antix is crashing hard. Must be a lot of shorting going on. There's an 11,000. Oh, they just disappeared. That buyer just disappeared. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that one. What did I say? CCHH? Let's check it out. I'm at a lot more than a mile. Stupid watch. I guess shouldn't be putting my hand down, really. Oh, CCHH has no volume. No thanks. I'll pass. Brand says he's going to look it up. Look what up? Secret Whispers? Or the stocks I'm talking about? Well, when you do look it up, let me know what it says. I'm curious. Don't forget to like this video, live stream, whatever. Ooh, Kids is popping up. I've traded that one before and it was a good mover. Doesn't mean it's going to be good now, but let's check it out. And just a reminder that my super chats are on. We are trying to reach my goal of $15,000 a month so I can travel. You can help reach that goal. And Kids just had a very high volume red candle. Not that high volume, 10,000 shares. But compared to the rest of them, it's not good. You know, in general, like I said from the beginning, I just don't think today is a great day for trading. So I'm not personally taking any trades. This is not the kind of day that I like to trade, personally. It's a little, it's just not good. Things are not holding up. They're not running. They're just poking around. Wahab is asking to P. LGVN is popping up. Let's see. Do you remember what happened last time you asked permission to P? You didn't learn your lesson? I think you just like wetting the bed now. Okay, LGVN looks good. LGVN looks good. The chart looks good. That's just a 1 minute chart. Pre-market high was 75 cents. I think it's might break it. It's about to break. Yes, it just broke the high of the day, which was 72, 71.99, whatever. Might break pre-market high. Let's see. 75.60. Like I said, these stocks under $1 a lot of times will hit $1 and then drop. So I think this could have another 25% or so. That's too little for me. I like big movers. I like big things. Yeah, we don't like it. We don't do small here. EPSM, I know that one was running yesterday. Let's check it out. Okay, so we've got some late morning runners. Well, it's not really late morning. It's only 15 minutes after the stock market opened. Yes, LGVN just broke pre-market high. That is a very good sign with a high volume green candle. EPSM. Let's see. EPSM. Has no volume. Not interested. LGVN would be at the top of my radar right now. Let me give you some, if you are going to trade it, let me give you some more info about it. LGVN. LGVN is a 17.58 million share float with 7% short interest. That is pretty high, in my opinion, but maybe not high enough for a short squeeze. And very high relative volume, 571. That's a good sign. So, and it has 9 a.m. news of a 30 million private placement. So that's another investment into the stock. That is a good sign as well. Let's go look at some levels of resistance for this one. Let's see where it might go. It's at 85 cents right now. I think it'll definitely get to $1. Not financial advice. Next level I see is 94 cents. I do think it'll get there. And then $1. So, and then after, if it breaks $1, the next level I'm seeing after that is like $1.73. So not saying it's going to go all the way up there, but there's quite a gap between $1, $1.73, which is a good thing. Just a reminder that if you would like me to see your comment for sure, you can always accompany it with a super chat. Super chat comments do get priority, but I am checking the chat for all comments when I'm able to. Right now I've got my eye on LGVN, 88 cents. Can I get $1? Can I get $1.50? I mentioned this before, but a lot of times stocks do like to, what was I going to say? Reach psychological levels. So nice round numbers, $1. For $1 stock, it might be $1.10, $1.20, maybe 25, 50, 75, $2. Oops, that was a big drop right there. So it looks like it's struggling a little bit now. Let's see if it breaks. Once again, if you would like to guarantee that I see your comment, you can always leave a super chat with it. Hello, Sebas. Is that short for Sebastian? I just like that name. It's a lovely name. What is it, French? What is Sebastian? Yes, yes it is, he says. Okay, LGVN 5-minute chart. Let's see what the MACD is looking like. MACD looks okay on the 5-minute. High right now is 88 cents. Let's see if it breaks 88 cents. David says, teach me the way. The way of the goddess? Is that what you want to be taught? Or the way of the trade? What are you asking me for? What do you want from me? Take a drink. It's almost time for breakfast. I'm trying to decide what I want to eat. Actually, it's past breakfast time. I usually like to have my breakfast ready right before the market opens so I can eat as the market opens. But I'm still waking up late, so it didn't happen. No, I'm still walking. Are you retarded? This says 1.17 miles. Let's see if I can look at the treadmill without flying off. Hold on. Last time I did this, I did hurt myself. 2 miles per hour. 49 minutes. And 1.6 miles. 1.17 miles. Half a mile off. Disappointing. David says, what a good way to start. To start what? Wahab is complaining and whining. Pathetic. You're very whiny. Did you go to the bathroom? Oh, LGVN just broke the high of the day. 90 cents. I think it is heading towards $1. I think it will get to $1. Let's see. Which is only like a 10% move at this point, but hey, if you're a scalper, you might like it. Oh, David says trading. Do you day trade? Or you're just listening to me and learning? LGVN, 93 cents. Can I get $1? I feel like an auctioneer. Is that the word? Thank you, Nina, for the cute little 100 thingy sticker. Adorable. Hello to Leal. David is thinking about starting. Well, I will tell you what I told the last person who is thinking about getting started. Always trade paper money first. Do not start with real money. Lose it. You likely lose it all. Footboy is here again. Lurking. I see you. I'm watching you. Don't think I haven't seen you lurking the whole time. And last night, too. I'm always watching. That's okay. You can lurk. Because, like I said, I did have a lurker who finally confessed last night, was it yesterday, that he's been lurking for over a year. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. He finally gave in. They all do. They all eventually cave. It's just a matter of time. And I am patient. Well, when it comes to some things. I am not a patient driver. I can tell you that. I am not a patient driver. Do not get patient when driving. Okay. I am going to attempt to airdrop my thumbnail to my computer since it would not download because I do want to get this video uploaded. So let me know if you can still see me while I go out of this app for 2 seconds. Leal says he adores me so much. Thank you for that. Okay. I want to come back to a bunch of super chats, but I'm going to go airdrop a photo for... Okay. Are you still there? Did I lose you at all? Were you able to see me while I was gone? Did you hear me? I want to know. Okay, I just airdropped the photo, so now we can add it to the video. Where is it? There it is. Such a lovely thumbnail. I'm really happy with this one. And save. We have to add my other little part to the description. Where is it? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I forgot I was watching LGBN. Sorry, I'll get back to it in a minute. YouTube. Oops. Copy, Command C, and paste. Oops. Enter. And, okay. Who wants my full accounted video? And actually, if you follow me on the adult platforms, you already have it. It was posted yesterday, and actually a longer version. But the modified version is about to be posted to you know what right now. Let me save that. And then we will save. We will, oops, wrong button. Okay, are you ready? It's about to go live right meow. Okay, there's the new video. You're welcome. You can watch it and like it and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Did you already get your taxes done? I have not. I have an appointment, I think, on Friday. So we need to get everything together. Although, I think I might have lost one of my 1099s. So I have to figure out which one it was. I saw it come in the mail, and I haven't seen it since. It's probably lost in a pile of papers somewhere. I'm very organized for the most part, so I don't know how it could have got lost. But, you know, things happen. So it might have gotten lost, and I get all these stupid loan offers that I'm constantly shredding, so it might have gotten accidentally mixed into the shred pile. Oops. It happens. I should have a shredding sub. I would like to have a sub dedicated just to shredding all my loan offers. That would be nice. That is a very weird thing to say. Just a reminder that I do not give free tasks or punishments to slaves who are not serving me. So, and it is rude to ask. You know, super chats are on. That's all I can tell you. You can always send a super chat if you want to please me. Or if you really want to please me, then you'll send tribute and serve like a proper slave and stop begging for attention like a broke, silly man. I don't know if I can use the words that I want to use, so we'll go with that. So I'm trying to decide if I want for breakfast something with eggs or some oatmeal. I had oatmeal yesterday, and I am going to go for my swim in a couple hours, so I feel like oatmeal is a little bit better for swimming because of the carbs and the energy. Lately I've been liking my oatmeal, make it with like, you know, a little water like normal, and then I put a scoop of peanut butter in there and then some milk. I realize that might sound a little weird, but it's really good. Do I heat my oatmeal? Yes. I do, you know, like a half a scoop, or not a half a scoop, a half a cup of oatmeal. And then I will put 1 cup of water in there, heat it up, and then I put, like I said, a scoop of peanut butter and then some milk on top of that, and it's quite delicious. Lots of energy, maybe some fruit on the side. Brand says he loves oatmeal and peanut butter. It's very hard for me to read a very long comment, so I would suggest that you keep your comments relatively brief. If you want to send me a novel, then I would suggest you send tribute and do it that way. It is rather rude to expect me to read your very long comment and demand that kind of attention from me. Okay, LGVN is popping up again on my scanner. I got distracted. I wasn't paying attention. Let's see where it went. Ooh, 99.20. Let's see if it breaks $1. It's looking like it might. I don't have the level 2 data pulled up right now, but it does look like it could break. And then, like I said, there's a gap to 173. Fab is laughing at me when I say, aha, a novel. I mean, it's like a half a novel. It's a long comment. And I am multitasking right now by walking, day trading, and live streaming on multiple platforms. So I don't really have the time nor patience to read an extremely long comment. Fab thinks I'm funny. Hello, Caucasian white. Apparently you are a white person. Hello, fellow white person. LGVN, coming to the end of the 5-minute candle. It's holding up pretty well so far. I do think it's going to break $1. I don't quite know how high it'll go. I want level 2 data on this. Hold on, let me plug it in to my other computer so we can watch, because we all know MRNO isn't doing anything. LGVN. Let's check it out. It does have a lot of sellers stacked up, but there's also a lot of buyers. There is a 19,000 share buyer currently. There's a few 1,000 share sellers. I do think it's going to break right in like a minute or less. Next 5-minute candle, I think it'll break $1. Next level I saw was 173. I don't know if it'll go up that high, but you never know. In this market, probably not. Robin says, I can't even say here the fantasy tasks I perform to serve you while watching your videos. Well, let's clear, oh, it just broke $1, $1.02. Let's see how high it goes. Do we have any bets on how high LGVN is going to go? Next level is 173. I don't know if it's going to go quite that high in this market, but I could see 110, 120, maybe. My response to you is that if you are doing random tasks that I did not assign you, that is not serving me. That's serving yourself. So, you know, if you want to serve yourself, I guess whatever floats your boat, but that does not please me for you to be giving yourself tasks. That's kind of silly and honestly disrespectful. So, just calling it how I see it. Ooh, here we go. 105, 106. Lots of buyers stacked up now. We've got a 49,000 share buyer, a 13,000 share buyer, a 6,000 share buyer. Lots of large buyers right now. There's a couple large sellers, but level 2 data shows that there's lots more buyers. So I do think this is going to run a little bit higher. I'm now thinking it's at 106. I do think it's going to get to 110. Maybe even 120, 130. Could go as far as 173. You never know. Like I said, in this market, I wouldn't count on it, but it's doing quite well. We saw this one down, what were we talking about it at, like 70 or 80 cents? So It's up a good 20%. Okay, now we are getting more sellers stacked up currently, so it might start coming down a little bit, or at least pulling back. We'll see what happens. It's down to 102, 103, but it's still holding nicely. Robin has a hard time listening, apparently. I just told you I don't give out free tasks nor free punishments. If you're not serving me properly, it is quite disrespectful to ask this. So if you would like to serve, then you can send tribute and serve properly. If not, then you can just quietly sit in the background and stop talking. Hello to Tony. He says you're gorgeous. Thank you for that. I'm still watching LGBN. It's still kind of moving up, 105, but there are lots of sellers stacked up now. We'll see what happens. ANTX is popping up a little bit now, 510. That one ran really good yesterday morning, pulled back quite a bit, but it did hold support. Ooh, now we've got LGBN popping up to 107, 109. Looks like we're going to hit probably 110. Let's see if it goes to 120. 110. Excellent. Even though I'm not trading it, I'm talking to you guys. Lots of sellers stacking up. It could pull back now. Like I said, 110 is kind of a psychological level when it comes to stocks under $1. Sometimes they go to 110, 120. This one did make it to 110. Exactly. If it holds, it might squeeze up to 120. Good morning, deuces. Hello to you. 167, which probably means I'm at actually 2 miles. I'm not really trying to get my full 4 miles today because I'm going to go for my swim, which is a pretty intense workout in itself. I do try to push myself to go as fast as I can when I swim. I used to surf, so I like to try to pretend I'm surfing and escaping waves. Uses a lot more energy. And I kind of swim like I run. I'll do the first couple segments consecutive, like at a steady speed, and then the second or third and fourth legs, I guess you could say, I do like sprints. I go as fast as I can. Hello, Richard from Florida. Where in Florida are you, sir? Okay, LGBN just had a pretty big red candle on the 1-minute chart with a wick top on a 5-minute candle. So we'll see what happens. It might continue. It might pull back more. There are a lot of sellers stacked up on it. VTAC is popping up a little bit again. Northport in Sarasota. I am on the east coast of Florida. Okay, LGBN is starting to have a green candle. It's very indecisive right now. It doesn't know what it wants. The green candle is getting bigger. It might keep going. There is a 20,000 and 16,000 and 45,000 share seller, though. 3 separate. Or it could be one person, you know. Leal says, can I serve you, goddess? If you would like to serve me, the way to do that properly, and I have a video on this, you can go watch it, is to send my initial tribute and then contact me on one of my social media platforms. All those links are on my bio. No pressure. If you would like to serve me, you're welcome to. If you don't, that's fine. But just know I do not do free interaction or free attention, and it is quite annoying when men think they are entitled to free interaction, because you're not. I do hate entitled men. Not attractive. Cruz is very politely asking if he can ask a question. And since you asked so nicely, you may. Charles likes my hair. Thank you for that. Richard says, I used to go surfing in Sebastian Inlet, Port St. Lucie, and nearby areas over there. Yes, I don't know how people in Florida surf, because your waves are quite pathetic. I used to surf in California. I did a trip to Australia one time and went surfing there, which is definitely a little more scary because there's a lot of sharks. Okay, LGVN is now at 111. It looks like it probably will go to 120. Oh, maybe not. It just got a bunch of sellers in, but it did hit a high of 112 so far. We'll see what happens. I haven't surfed for quite some time. I do still have my surfboard though. I was actually at the beach last weekend and it was quite windy and it actually looked like the waves would have been kind of decent to surf, but it's so rare that I don't want to be bothered stuffing my giant surfboard in my car or on top of it and hauling it down to where there might be waves. So, Robin, I have to say, you are annoying me quite a bit. You are asking me what the process is to fix your problem to be able to super chat. Nobody else is having trouble super chatting, and I am not support, so I'm not going to sit here and try to figure out what your problem is, why you can't do that. I don't know why you need somebody to hold your hand and walk you through everything, but to figure it out, I'm going to tell you. Tristan has been sick. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you're feeling better. I wasn't feeling too great yesterday, but definitely better today. I was kind of thinking that it might have been the time change, but then I just was feeling so off the entire day yesterday. And then I was kind of wondering if it was the gummies I took because they have, what is it? Crap, I just had a brain fart. Is it melatonin? Yeah. I don't know if maybe that had messed me up a little bit. Good morning, Chris. A flip is asking if I have an O to the F. And I do indeed, but I like to give this little comment of warning, I guess. It's not really a warning, but disclaimer. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Disclaimer that I do not post anything without clothing, so if you're hoping to see that, you will not. You will not find anything on the internet of me with no clothing on. Just not how I work. Aw, how cute. Viola and Venom are having a little chat. So adorable. Hello, Jared. And Charles says, I tell it how it is. I sure do. I sure do. Miguel is in love with my long, beautiful hair. Thank you for that. In about 2 hours, it will be all wet when I go swimming. And I think I'll probably let it air dry today and let it dry a little wavy. This is what it looks like when I dry it and straighten it with a little curl. I curled it one day and then I straightened it, so it's kind of confused and doesn't know what it's doing right now. It's somewhere between curled and straight. Good morning to Miguel. Aw, Leal says, it feels so positive to listen to you, Goddess. I love that. Jared says, is there any place else I can worship you? There are many places you can worship me, but I cannot say them here or I will get in trouble. So you will have to go to the link that I have on my profile and or Google me and figure it out for yourself. Miguel says, I come from the Mexican culture. Not that short hair is an issue, but long hair is very appreciated in my culture. Well, that makes sense with a name like Miguel. Very lovely. Spanish for Michael. And I don't know if I necessarily knew that, but I'm not surprised to hear this. And I am not Mexican, but I also do prefer short, long hair on women. I am not into women, but I personally think most women look better with longer hair. Just my personal preference, opinion. But, you know, it can be a pain in the butt. So, good question, Charles. He says, does humidity mess with your hair? Absolutely. I used to live in Florida 16 years ago, lived in many states since then, and that's one of the things I was not looking forward to coming back to Florida is the humidity. For sure. Yes, I do have kind of naturally frizzy hair, and it's actually a lot better for me. One thing that does help is to not wash my hair very often. So I wash my hair about twice a week, 2 or 3 times a week. My hair doesn't get that oily, thankfully. Some people do. Mine does not, even with working out and stuff like that. But it is getting washed today. I wash it on the days that I swim, obviously, and when I run, which will probably be Thursday. Robin says, your hair color is very attractive. Is it natural? So, I did have completely natural grown out hair up until, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. And I grudgingly decided to get some, well, I wanted low lights. That's all I wanted was like a few pieces right here. The lady went a little crazy and did a lot more than she should have. And even though it was like just a few pieces that she was doing, when you rinse it out, it still lightens the rest of your hair. So I would say like from here down, you can see like a little bit of the color there, but the rest up here is all natural. I do have a few grays that like to poke out, and I just pick those little guys out. So I think I'm quite fortunate to be 43 years old with no visible grays because I plucked them out so far. When I get more, then I would probably go back to coloring my hair. Well, yeah, I was gonna say go back. I never really colored my hair that much. I mean, I guess I did a couple times back in college and stuff like that, but I do like my natural color. So we'll keep it as long as it looks like this. LGVN is popping up again. Let's see if it breaks the high, which was 112. It's at 109. Lots of buyers stacking up. We've got a couple 10,000, 25,000 share buyers. Still a lot of sellers stacked up though. I think it's about to break. 110. 110. It's thinking. It's thinking about it. Not sure. Doesn't know what it wants to do. Just a reminder that, oh, there we go, it just broke. 112, 113. So now I think it'll probably go to 120. Could go as high as 150. Anything could happen. 114. It's a good trade. This was a good trade. I didn't take it, obviously, because I'm sitting here staring at you. But I called it at 70 or 80 cents, and it's now at 114. I don't know the math off the top of my head, but I want to say that's probably about 30% or so. Good move, especially in this market, because there was not much moving today. But I would take profit very quickly if you are trading this morning. 116. Yeah, let's see if it goes to 120. I want to see if it's going to break 120. Does have a lot of sellers stacked up still. Ooh, 20,000, 46,000, 27,000, 57,000 share buyer or sellers. So we'll see what happens. Hello, everyone. Just a reminder that super chats are on. If you would like my attention, that's always a good way to get it. Super chats do get priority. We are currently watching LGVN, the stock. Robin is shocked that I am 43. He thought I was between 25 and 30. Lovely. Nice picture. Looks good. I'll give you super chat. I don't know what you mean. It sounds like maybe English is not your first language, which is fine. But I don't know what you're talking about picture. Are you talking about just me in the frame or a picture behind me? Because I don't think you could even see my pictures. Let's see. Now you can. My little acro yoga picture and then my pole dancing picture. I'll put those up there for you guys. Muhammad is quite taken with me. Ooh, we're at 220, which is probably more like 2.5 miles than 2.25. Let's see. All right, cross your fingers that I don't fly off the treadmill when I look. 296 calories, 2 miles per hour, 79 minutes, and 2.66. Yes, this is almost a half a mile off. How annoying. Eyebrow slash? No thanks. That's a little too trendy for me. Good morning, Nicholas. Do not call me honey. You may call me goddess. Heather says on the 12-step program again. I don't know what you mean by that. I know you're referring to addiction. Are you talking about my walking addiction or my swimming addiction? And I don't think you ever answered my question yesterday that if you like swimming, because you were asking me if I like to swim. So I wanted to know if you like to swim and if that's why you were asking me if I like to swim. The tea is getting rather cold. And I'm probably going to stop soon so I can eat some breakfast, but I'm not quite ready yet. Robin says my accountancy exam is in 1.5 hours, but your seductive live stream is not allowing me to go and study. Wow. I will be ending the live stream probably in about 10 or 15 minutes so that you can go study. Actually, that's not the reason. So I can go eat, but then it will allow you to go study. So everything will be fine. You will be just fine. I'm not a bro. Do not call me bro. Birkin is saying, may I call you Madam Goddess? Yes, this I will allow. Do not call me bro. Do I look like a bro? No. How rude. Accountancy exam. So is that like, shoot, what am I looking for? I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say. CPA? Is that the same thing? Robin says that he is bowing to Goddess so that he can pass his exam. Well, work hard and maybe you will. Study hard. Let's see. I want LGBN back up on my screen. Ooh, we have a large volume red candle with a wick on LGBN. That's not good. Doesn't mean it's over, but it means it could be over. We'll see. Muhammad says going very fast for your health. I don't know what that means, but okay. Ugh. Okay, I think I'm about ready to take a break. Especially since I'm going swimming, I don't feel the need to get my entire 10,000 steps today. I'm happy with whatever I'm at, which is almost 3 miles, since my watch is totally off. We're going to pause it. Pause. Pause. Oh, my legs are jello. Okay, we are going to stop this stream. Maybe next time you guys will be able to have a conversation with me. Foot boy, I'm talking to you. Okay, now let's go make some breakfast. It's breakfast time. I think we are going to do oatmeal. All this talk of oatmeal and peanut butter just has me all fired up. Tokes says, damn, I joined late. Indeed, you are late. POV wants to know what I do for a living. I'm a financial dominatrix. I do have a professional career, but I only do it 1 day a week now. I primarily do financial domination. All right, let's do some oatmeal. Excuse me. Work away. We're gonna do. I'm gonna do a half a cup because actually let's do in between. I should do a fourth a cup. We're gonna do a third cup because I did do all that walking and oops, I'll just throw that on the counter. Couple cubes of water. We'll put this in the microwave for a minute and a half. 130. Ghost likes my key. Thank you. Forkland says I am beautiful. Thank you for that. Miguel says I feel bad for the ones who just joined and missed her on the treadmill. Good morning, Ricardo. Oh, Robin says I wish you remain young forever, just like now, and dominate us our whole life. Sounds wonderful. Leo says I have a divine energy. Thank you for that. Muhammad is saying follow. I'm not sure if you are saying to follow me or you want to follow me. Oh, he's telling everybody to follow and subscribe. You should probably like the live stream while you're at it. And if you want to serve properly, then you will send tribute and message me on my social media platforms. Super chats are also an option. All right, let's get some milk and peanut butter. I have a particular peanut butter I like. It is this one because it's honey roasted. I do have a natural peanut butter too, but this one is just kind of tasty, to be honest. So we like that one, and then we will get some milk. I like the creamy milk, and that's it's all the way in the back. There. Get some 2%. I'm not lactose intolerant, but for some reason I'm always buying lactose-free milk. It's ultra filtered. I don't know, it just sounds good. Whatever. All right, that's nice and hot. We have the hot oatmeal, and then we are also going to get some fruit. The question is, I do have a half an apple to eat. I know Heather says she eats apples in her oatmeal, but I like to have mine on the side. So there's my leftover apple. We'll put the peanut butter, about a tablespoon, which is like a big spoonful. Oops. Making a mess. We'll just let that melt in there. I do want a little bit more protein than this. So let's see. I don't know how I feel about apples and yogurt, so we're going to do grapefruit instead. Where's my grapefruit? There it is. Okay. So we will peel the grapefruit. I was never a grapefruit person, but I started doing this like meal planning thing that had grapefruit in it. And I'm starting to kind of like it with a little brown sugar, or I'm going to put it in some yogurt with some honey, and that's pretty good. It didn't sound good. but some of the recipes on this meal program didn't sound very good, but then I tried them anyways, and they were actually quite delicious. Like one of the other things that was on there was savory oatmeal, which is oatmeal with sesame oil and soy sauce, which sounds kind of gross, but it was actually quite good. Okay, so then I'm gonna get another bowl out for the yogurt. Let me wash my grapefruit hands off. Oh, hello, little puppy. What you doing over there, Mama? All right, yogurt. Okay, which one's open? So this is the yogurt I like. It's plain with lots of probiotics. Give it a sniff. Make sure it's still good. And we will use this spoon. We're going to use the rest of this yogurt in it here. I do like it when it's a little more firm than creamy, but we're towards the end here, so it's very liquidy. Throw that away. And we'll do just a little scoop from the new yogurt so it's a little more firm, because I don't like it that liquidy. There. I probably won't eat all of that, but that's okay. And then we will section. You didn't know this was going to turn into a cooking channel, did you? The grapefruit in there. Half a grapefruit. And then, should I put some cinnamon in the oatmeal? No, I think we'll just keep it with the peanut butter flavor. And this dishwasher. Back in the, oh wait, we need the milk. Not done with that. Okay, and then we will splash a little. Actually, I want to stir up that peanut butter. Melt the peanut butter a little more. And a splash of milk. Like that. And for the grapefruit, we're going to put some honey in there. Just like that. And that's going to be quite delicious. It's a big breakfast, but I am trying to eat bigger meals so that I don't eat so many snacks later on. So this is quite healthy and large. That's what she said. Okay. Tokes is here to simp. Miguel is still flabbergasted at my age. And Muhammad likes my shoes. Could you see my shoes just now? Oh. In my walking shoes. All right, on that note, I am going to go eat my breakfast. I don't know if I'm comfortable with you sitting there watching me eat quite yet, but maybe you can leave a comment on this video and tell me if you want to see me eat next time. I don't know, feels a little personal. Until next time. What's today? Tuesday? I will be live. I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow morning. Who knows? Maybe I'll go live later tonight if I'm feeling like it. I'm going to go eat my breakfast and swim. And anything could happen today. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Good luck on your accounting exam, whoever that was that has that. Good day.